Alrighty, we are back here for the CCS Season 8 Championship. I am again your host, Fox, for the first three series of the night. We've already seen the defending champion Akron Zips take out the Rhode Island Rams in 4-0 for the champs. They will move on. We do have Villanova taking on Syracuse here in our second matchup, the number 5 and the number 12 seed of the East region battling it out. Although I do see that there is a player for Nova who has been typing in the Discord for a while. Hopefully that doesn't mean there's going to be a delay or something. I got a guy restarting Wi-Fi. No problem, no problem. All right, so Villanova's going to need just a few moments before arriving into the lobby. That's fine. We do already have the queue. Syracuse is here ready to go. It's Nano, Niels, and Aquasteer. Ready to take to the pitch is the number 5 seed, the representative here for Syracuse, the Big Orange. They'll be taking on the Wildcats of Villanova for a spot in the round of 32. Already seen 3 teams punch their ticket into the round of 32. It'll be 4 after this series. But yeah, hope everybody's doing well. Hope you are having a wonderful week thus far. As it has been a rough Monday for some. I'm the some. It was a rough day today, but that's okay. We are here, and it is, CCS Championship week. You can't be having too bad a time when there is CCS Rocket League to be had. Especially not Championship week, as CCS continues to grow and get even more competitive throughout the ranks. I'm here filling in for Nation. I believe Nation will be here for the final 2 games of the night. So when I say goodbye, that is going to... Let me double check here. Yep, Nation has got Northern Illinois taking on Alabama, the 7 and 10 seeds there, and then he has got the number 5 seeded Louisiana Tech taking on 12 seed Kansas State. That is at 11 p.m. and 12 a.m. Eastern, respectively. All right, we are chilling, just waiting on a Villanova to get the Wi-Fi situation fixed. I was a man who went through my own internet problems back in 2024 when Hurricane Helene hit. I was without internet for 40 days, and then when I got internet back, it was so laggy, the latency was so bad, I couldn't do anything. So eventually we had to get fiber and get new internet. So I know a thing or two about the good old internet problems, so we'll let Villanova get that sorted out. They do have till 9:15, otherwise either a reschedule will be in order or a forfeit. Either way, this should not affect, hopefully, will not affect the 10 p.m. series. If it does run over into 6 or 7 games, then it might need to delay the series after which, so we'll see, but hope everybody is enjoying your evening thus far. Let's take a glance at what we got going on. We got 10 viewers chilling in here waiting on the game. I unfortunately just don't have anything to fill in the time here. Doing my best to ad-lib, but there's only so much ad-lib that can be done. But as for CCS Season 9, if you missed the revelation of it, Season 9 for CCS should be pretty darn incredible. It's going to start in September of this year, run all the way through until April of next year. It's going to be 26 games, 16 conference, 10 non-conference games. And then if you make the playoffs, even more after that with the championship tournaments and then later the CCS Championship. So lots of series to be had. Why was my Monday so rough, and why do I think GSU will upset Akron in the round of 32? Well, so my Monday was rough mostly because of the amount of work that had to be done today. I work in an accountant's office right now, and with the tax deadline April 15th, this being April 13th, there's a lot to do. So it was just a long day. So that's just, that's just my sob story. And as for GSU, I mean, they looked really good last night. They had some trouble with Bob. However, they did eventually shut him down and force A&M out in 5 games. But that is shutting down one player. The problem that GSU will face is that Akron is a 3-headed monster. You can slay one head, but the other 2 heads are going to come after you regardless. So for that, GSU is going to have to come out fast and strong and put Akron on the back heel, make them think about things if Georgia State wants a chance to move on past the defending champs. So I feel like if they can start the series on time and get out to a really good start, that'll help the confidence. And you gotta, for a team like Akron, they just haven't faced hardly any adversity in CCS, so you want to really start to make them think about what's going on. Rocket League's half mental after all, the mental game. Accounting firm is rough. Well, unfortunately, it's what my father does. So, since he had no real help, decided to be employed by him again for a while. So, helping him out. He's a CPA, so we do taxes around these parts. I know very well what it's like around April 15th. It's tough out here, man. It's tough sledding. But it's all good. We regain, we get the CCS Championship on the stream, and we chillin'. Well, I hope we'll get the CCS Championship on the stream. We're still waiting on Villanova for the internet issue to be fixed. If they're not here by 9:15, then we're going to have to go ahead in the stream until 10. And then we will have to double check. Villanova will have the chance to reschedule so long as I believe Syracuse is okay with it. I think that's the criteria. Nation, of course, wants rescheduling. He doesn't want a forfeit to be the deciding factor in a CCS championship. So I think they'll probably just reschedule, assuming that Villanova can't make it work tonight. They do still have 7 minutes, though. Then, of course, after this, UCLA, the Bruins, taking on the South Dakota Coyotes. That's another upset territory. UCLA coming in at the number 2 seed. Number 15, South Dakota, trying to spoil the party over in Cali as the Bruins look to push through into the round of 32. Then after that, I will bid you all a good night and hand it off to Nation. All right, I hear from Villanova. They got the Wi-Fi working. They got it cranked up. The name of the song that just came on my casting playlist is Patience. We gotta have good patience right now. All of us. Mostly me. You guys, of course, are free to click off the stream at any point in the relatively near future that you want to. I am obligated to stay here. I'm trapped here. You guys are free to go, obviously. I wouldn't say trapped. I'm just kidding. Alright, we are still looking to hopefully get Villanova in the building. He's just rebooting and done, I hear, so hopefully. Alright, so we got word from Nation that they're fine, they can get in lobby as soon as they can. Not like we have another series at 10 or anything. Nation's overruling me here. What do I know? I'm just the fill-in. Just the fill-in caster, man. Hey, we got him in. Let's go. Villanova has arrived, and it's 9:13. So either way, they would have been fine either way. All right. Syracuse is ready, and if Villanova's ready... Alright, everybody's good. We have got Rocket League. It was something that required a test of patience and Villanova needing to get some internet going, but they did. They got it fired up, and we are ready to get the series fired up as the Wildcats and the Orange ready to duke it out for a spot in the round of 32. You win and you're through it. You lose, that's all. That is everything to play for. Leave nothing on the field. Villanova and Syracuse coming up. We are underway for our second series of the night, and so far this is the fourth series. So far in the CCS Championship, we have already punched 3 tickets through into the round of 32, including Akron, who you just missed if you are only just joining us. That was last series. But now, Syracuse rocking the orange. Of course, they had to be orange. Taking on Villanova, the Wildcats, in the blue on your screen. LJ's AJ and Inverse bringing their roster to face the Big Q's, Nano, Niels, and Aquasteer. Syracuse had a pretty darn successful season, a program that has seen CCS success before. They're going to try and continue said success moving forward. Been through a couple rosters with CCS already. Nano is going to be looking for a pass drop down to Niels, no good. It's the defense able to stick their hands in front of that one. AJ to go next, and he'll have to go right back into the scrap pile. Thanks to the respawn needed there after the demo. Tried to throw a wrench in the plans of Villanova, and Syracuse does get the clear because of it. Now it's Nano to the backboard. Inverse had it covered. He said, no double available for you. Niels, great pass. Looking for Aquasteer, but LJ's had that one on read. That net's open. Too bad. The shot was just off target, though. Good read there by Villanova, spotting the opening, getting the clear. Could have been a shot on target. It might become a shot on target, not quite. The drop down. A bouncer that could not be wrangled in. Now this 50 is going to pop up. Into Villanova's hands we go. AJ now trying to work on Nano. Big 50 there. Drops to Aquasteer. Great dribble around one. Last man back is Inverse. He's going to make a save. Niels gets right around him. Goes through. And it's AJ to the rescue on the goal line. Making a save for Villanova. The Wildcats needing a save at the last moment. And AJ was right there. Just in the nick of time. Now Nano. Midfield pass over to Aquasteer. He accidentally gets bumped by the steer. And then able to regain possession, but only just for a moment, because here's LJ's now trying to find an opening. There's not really much room here for either team in the opening 2 minutes. Gone. In this series, lots of defense. And some good chances both ways. Now here's Aquasteer. He's got a pass option midfield. It's Niels waiting. Villanova was having none of that. They will scurry it along the back wall. Get the clear out to midfield, taken back by Niels. He's got a little bit of room, but not for long. Taken away again. We'll restart. To the ceiling he goes, looking for maybe a Zen-esque shot there, but it does get steered away. Speaking of steer, Aquasteer now with the ball. Flip reset lined up over to Niels. Gets the shot attempt. No availability on that one as the defense arrived. Here comes a slow roller for Inverse to have to play away. The problem was he was about to get demoed. Able to avoid it. Now 3 minutes gone and some change. Games move pretty quick when there's no goals, and thus far we have yet to get a goal here in game number 1. And there you go. I caster cursed that as the first one on the board for Nano. Off of the bump right here, and Aquasteer puts it out in front. Beautiful pass and a shot. Top bins. There was nobody in net thanks to Syracuse's hard work, and it's the Orange up 1 early on in the series. About 2 minutes left here in game 1. Now they'll try and test the backboard again. Not much room there, but Niels finds the opening on the far side. And he will strike. You can see LJ's and AJ, they kind of were closing down that gap a little bit. There wasn't much room to shoot, but then the 50 ends up deflecting it away from the defenders into the net, and Syracuse double up on their lead. It's 2-0 now. As the Orange will work towards a Game 1 victory, 2 goals in advance. For Villanova, they need to find a counter. They're going to look for one from LJ's. It's a shot that's saved. Rebound is popped out. Inverse now trying to find something for his team to get their teeth into. LJ's in the corner. 50-50 ball. It's a pop-up. Across the orange box we go. Niels with the boost steal, but he lost the ball because of that. Inverse, little deflection off of him. He got bumped, which means the ball gets booted out of the field. And in deep into Villanova territory. It's a shot towards that Wildcat goal, and it has to be steered away by Inverse. Good save. Now Inverse, drop down, leaves it for AJ. He's got the ball. There was no room, no real estate left on that back wall, and now Niels goes forward, ran into two players watching that net for Villanova. Wildcats have yet to put a goal in the back of the net thus far this game. Although that one's a good effort towards goal. Niels had to be honest. Rebound available, look out! Niels put it into danger, and LJ's shot just went wide. This one's going to be put towards the goal. Villanova, unfortunately, the comeback attempt is going to fall short as Syracuse will triple their lead. It is Niels with another good pass. We've seen a couple passes work for Syracuse very well so far in this game, and it's a 3-0 lead because of that. So the Orange are trying to guide their ship into victory lane. They're going to put another one in. Nano gets yet another goal. As this one gets shot through everybody. Nano with a good, nice little flip follows it up, and then the 50 right over everybody. Syracuse up by 4 now. And they continue their onslaught of that Villanova net. Dropping it across, maybe looking for something back the other way. Unfortunately, they do get sent away, sent packing to Villanova, and now they'll have one final chance, maybe for just one bit of positivity headed to next game. That one's going to be deflected high. There is going to be no goal to be found here in Game 1. Villanova with the shutout thrown at them by Syracuse. The Orange put up 4, although Villanova might have one more chance. It was a goal. Does not matter as it is in the floor. And Syracuse open up the series 1-0, a 4-0 effort here in Game 1. Some very good offense. Syracuse didn't have a giant abundance of chances, but what they did have was quality, not quantity, and that's sometimes what you want. Was high quality chances for the Cuse, and they took advantage of everything they got there towards the end of that game. Took a while to score the first goal, but they finally broke through, and the dam burst for them. 4-0, the final in Game 1. So for Villanova, some drawing board work needs to be done. That shot hits the bar for Syracuse early on. For the Wildcats right now, a goal would feel very good. It'd be their first lead and first goal of the series all in one go. They're going to have a shot here with AJ. It's towards net, and Niels denied, saying no. This one going to be deflected out of the bump. Back for AJ's touch. He sends it across. LJ's is going to chase it down with boost. Gets the ball by the first man. Nice play. LJ's now trying for a little bit of a Musty-esque flick. Got it by the second man, but third man's Aqua Steer. He's on duty. Trying to find something towards midfield. That's going to be a missed opportunity for the follow-up. Syracuse needing their third man to jump in. Off the ceiling he goes. And it's across. It's towards target, and it's open and available for Aqua Steer, as he will score. Right here, AJ's touch, trying to find his two teammates. They were both in the area. It's just LJ's did not get a follow-up touch, and Aqua Steer puts it up and in. 1-0. Syracuse in the lead here thus far in game number 2. Now across the net mouth, AJ has to deflect this one, looking for some safer ground. Syracuse not quite done with Villanova yet. They will continue to pester that backboard, causing some problems here for the Nova. See if they can follow it up here with Aqua Steer. Nope, he's going to have to wait because Inverse was in his kitchen. He and AJ will steal the ball for Villanova. Not for very long, though. Niels doesn't get a touch, though. It's going to give AJ a chance to pass. LJ's was waiting, but so too was the defense. Nice play, and now Syracuse giving an open lane towards the goal that had to be closed down by LJ's. It turned awkward there for just a moment, but Villanova do survive. This one's going to have to need a clear from LJ's. He's got it, sends it downfield. About 2 minutes gone here in game number 2. We see the Syracuse Orange continue their shutout streak on Villanova. 7 minutes of Rocket League without a goal in the Villanova Blue as of yet. It was 4-0 in game 1, 1-0 here in game 2. Villanova, they want that first goal. It'll make them feel a lot better about this series moving forward. Cleared by Aquasteer. AJ went a little too far forward, had trouble reaching that ball. Now Nano looking to punish. Inverse with a great catch, and LJ's gets the nudge there. Trying to tell him to get along, little doggy, and now it's going to be a passing play for Syracuse, and it's a goal. As the team bump right there in the air caused an outnumbered opportunity, all of a sudden it's 3 Orange against 1 Villanova player. And the Syracuse Orange will stack up, get a nice pass, and a clean finish for the 2-0 lead here in game 2. This ball going to be flung across towards the midfield. Now up is LJ's trying to put one on target. It was a shot on goal. Aquasteer credit with the save. Did not have too many problems with it. Villanova, this isn't a free ball for them. They're going to try to back pass it, but Syracuse is running first man pressure. Got to be careful with those back passes. Now Aquasteer plays it across. AJ can't get a piece, and Nano will score. As the pressure for Syracuse continues to break down Villanova again and again, AJ is there camped out on the backboard. The problem is that his tank is dry. The 2 men with boost were trying to throw a hand up out in front, and neither of them got a piece of the ball. Left AJ on an island, and it's 3-0 now for the Cuse. As the sun is shining right now in Syracuse, New York. Even though it is technically nighttime, it is a bright-looking series so far for them, having outscored Villanova 7-0 thus far. For the Wildcats, a reset is going to be needed. They need a goal, they need a spark, they need something to ignite the confidence. Who's going to be the player to do it? This is thrown towards net. Needs a touch from Aquasteer to find some quieter waters. 50-50 ball. There's a bump there. Thrown towards Syracuse by LJ's. Gives Inverse a chance to get the ball, and getting dunked immediately by Aquasteer. But his dunk falls into LJ's path. Over towards Nano to make the play. And no harm, no foul. Syracuse outlet the zone. They're going to put one on target and in the net. As Nano with a little flipper all the way back from his own zone. He had a lot of time. He got bumped there. Off the ceiling he goes. Nice little collection and a great shot for Nano. The defense just a little bit slow to that party. AJ's asking Inverse if he broke the Rule 1. They are, of course, teammates, AJ and Inverse, so Inverse might have broken a Rule 1. And maybe that is why the misfortune is befalling onto Villanova right now. Double 4-0 scorelines thus far, as Syracuse have opened up 8 straight in this series. Right now for Villanova, the question becomes, what can you do to stop this Syracuse momentum? This is going to be flung out towards midfield, carried across. Syracuse right back to it. AJ's got to get the clear and will. Dumped way downfield, and for Syracuse right now, it is all about game management. Happy to let the clock run out. They've done enough here in game 2. Just need to try and prevent, if you are Syracuse, Villanova from getting any sort of momentum moving into next game. Momentum's a finicky thing in Rocket League, and the momentum continues to swing in the Orange favor. As Syracuse come to town yet again, 2 defenders there bump and collide, LJ's and Inverse, and it's the team bumps and the lack of communication right now that is hindering Villanova's ability to make the saves needed to stay in these ball games and potentially get some offense. So right now for the Nova, they need to try and find a way through. AJ, he's got a man on the backboard. It's LJ's. He's up. Drop down pass. It's behind AJ. And that chance does go by the wayside. It is Syracuse with double shutouts to open up this series. 4-0 into 5-0. It's 5-1. As Syracuse was tired of playing shutout Rocket League. What a shot, honestly, on the own goal. This was a disgusting shot right here. Into the sidewall and into the net. And that is how the game comes to a close. Syracuse, although they didn't get the shutout like I thought they would, They do get the win, 5-1 off the own goal to end the game. We'll get loaded into DFH Stadium. Let's see if Villanova can do something to stop this Syracuse momentum that has carried them to 2 very handily and well-fought victories. As Syracuse not having any sort of issues so far as they have been dealing with Villanova. All the counterattacks they're throwing at Villanova really causing some havoc in that Wildcat zone. Now a shot towards goal. Does get saved away by Nano. But AJ, a good start here for the Villanova comeback attempts. They're going to need some better offense here. Keep Syracuse out of their half. It's going to be flung back. As now Nano sends it across midfield. Inverse is up, but got beat by Aquasteer. Aquasteer all the way through. Drop down off of him. Into the path of Niels, who gets saved away. Double Wildcat defense there. 2 of them threw it in. All that Wildcat formation. They threw it 2 defenders in front and made the stop. Now the Syracuse orange, right back to it. It's going to be Niels flinging this one off the defender, up for Aquasteer. Something towards midfield would be nice, but AJ was there to interrupt that party. Now LJ's off the backboard, no double tap to be had. Instead, the clear is what gets flung way down. Nice little play here by AJ, beating the first man. Second man's available to shoot, and they find the hole yet again, do Syracuse. The defense for Villanova just have no answers for the counterattacks from Syracuse right now as Nano sees that Inverse pushes up a little bit too far forward, flings the ball over top of him, chipping the goalkeeper, and it's 1-0 for the Cuse. They'll score first again. They've outscored Villanova 10-1. The 1 goal being an own goal. Inverse on it next. Does get pushed over to LJ's side. LJ's with the ball. Across the pitch, Nano's gotten his way, but it's going to be a favorable bounce for Villanova. Needs a Wildcat shot. Inverse puts it high. Rebound's available, but Aquasteer will have no problem guiding this one all the way downfield. It's on. Villanova's target hits the crossbar. Very nearly became 2-0, but the crossbar of Villanova's goal, keeping that one out. Now pass across into LJ's, the fake. Syracuse to clear. Aquasteer on the next touch. AJ got bumped there for his save. Another team bump will throw Villanova slightly off track. Luckily for them, the third man did get there. Now a bump this time by Syracuse leaves that Villanova net wide open. The angle for Aquasteer just got a little too steep. Here is Aquasteer jumping up to challenge AJ. Gets bumped for his trouble. LJ's up next, but Nano right there to meet him. Syracuse giving Villanova absolutely no time, no space, no fun to be had here if you're a Villanova Wildcat. Syracuse playing a very good series up until this point. It's a great pass. Looking for Nano. Shots too high. Do they have a follow-up? Yes, they do. Aquasteer shut down by LJ's on the goal line. Good save. Inverse now has found LJ's, but he cannot reach the ball. Nano's already to it. Sets up. Niels, that's just on target, and it's a transition that's in your net. As the first touch, LJ's was looking for a redirect. All of a sudden, 1 touch to midfield, 2nd touch into the net. It is quick transition play for Syracuse, and the orange up by a deuce here in game number 3. 2-0 in the series and 2-0 in the game. Villanova continue to be taken advantage of on these counterattack attempts by Syracuse. They're going to get another one flung towards their net here. It's shot on target and in. As Syracuse continue the orange wave, we'll call it an orange crush here for the Syracuse. As Niels to the back wall, Villanova have no answers. Syracuse find another. Three nothing the score here in game number 3. LJ's now big 50. We'll send him to midfield. He'll try and chip over Nano, who was ready for that one. But now AJ picks up the loose ball, keeping it moving here in the corner. Nano is just there ready to cause problems and get his way in front of that ball, leaving it out of Villanova's possession. This shot towards goal. Niels says no. He will get credit for a save there. Now this 50, pop fly in the air. Here's LJ's. Corner touch, nobody's in blue, and it'll all be Syracuse there to clear, but they turn the ball over. Here's Inverse, gets it by 2, and there's your first goal for Villanova. That wasn't a gift. As a good play by Inverse, that's the kind of play you need. He's able to beat 2 defenders with a creative little touch there off the corner, and LJ's finally breathes some life into the Villanova offense. It's 3-1. They need some more of that. They need more outplays. To Villanova, as Syracuse's defense has been strong, sturdy, and steady. And now their offense, which has also not had too many problems, coming to work again, but that double tap attempt does get flung outside of the box. Villanova trying to survive, maybe get one more goal and make the Syracuse Orange think about it a little bit. Syracuse hit the crossbar. Niels is caught pretty far forward if the counterattack can happen quick enough. Instead, it does get turned over yet again. Here come the Orange. It's Aquasteer. As Inverse gets the ball plucked away by Nano, and the shot just too heavy for AJ to handle, and Aquasteer puts it in the net. Syracuse continue to run away here with the series and the game. It's 4-1. They've got running room. Let's see if the Wildcats can chase down the Orange in Game 4, because it looks like Game 3 is just about a wrap here. With only 30 seconds left, they'll need a goal every 10 seconds. And right now, they're having trouble finding a goal in 15 minutes. They only have 1 to their credit. 2 total, but 1 was an own goal by Syracuse. So Villanova, they get the goal, their first goal of the series that was properly theirs. However, the problem is that Syracuse got 4 in and around that, as the Orange are going to add a 5th here near the end of the game. Shogun trying to count us down. He'll have to wait as Nano leaves this one out of the corner, and a creative little shot there from the angle. Angle-licious, we'll call that one, as Niels puts another one in. 5-1. And for Villanova, the season is going to come on the line on Utopia. Utopia was not nice to the lower seed last game. Rhode Island got eliminated on Utopia. Let's see if Villanova suffer the same fate, or if they earn themselves a chance to go at it on Aquadome. It is some tough sledding right now for the Villanova Wildcats. See what Villanova have left in the tank. They go at it at least one more time with the Orange. The Syracuse Orange have given them fits and given them plenty of goals against to have to deal with. And now the Wildcats will have to try and figure out a way to stay in this series long enough to get some momentum. Here comes a chance for AJ, flinging it to the backboard that Aquasteer is up for. On the follow-up, great pass out to Niels. That should be it, though, as Syracuse didn't have the boost to follow. AJ to clear way downfield. Chance here for Nano to go for. Nice pluck there by AJ, stealing the ball forward for a moment. Big flick over the first man. Second man, Niels, will try to keep possession as he plays it back for Steer. Aquasteer, air dribble. He got it through everybody, and it's in the back of the net. As Aquasteer, the air dribble here, beats the first 2 men, and then I don't know if the third man got bumped or not. I think he just got out 50'd. Aquasteer beating the entire team by himself. Syracuse by 1 here in game number 4. Oh, it's a double kickoff strat. Both teams faking it. AJ with a monster flick. Aquasteer on the skim to try and get it to safer ground for Syracuse. Nano gets a flip, is able to stay with that ball, sets up Aquasteer, carries it towards goal, and it gets denied. Cleared away by Nova. Aquasteer towards the midfield. There's a shot on goal by LJ's, and that is the first time this series that the scoreline has been tied. other than 0-0. Aquasteer, the air dribble, just plays it a little too carelessly and then gets out 50'd there by LJ's. Syracuse, after they've scored first, they've held the lead the entire game since that moment. Not in this case. Villanova with the tying goal early. They have some life here in Game 4. Now the bump is going to set up Inverse to carry with the flick off the backboard. AJ to go, but Nano as well was able to get the flick, and it goes in deep. LJ's plays it into the corner. Having to go all the way across the field, uses every ounce of boost in that tank to get it across. The main problem, Nano was waiting on him. Next up, Aquasteer drops it for Niels, and it's a passing play that ends up in the net. As Syracuse come right back to town, it is Aquasteer taking the ball away, sending it midfield, and Niels says thank you very much. Now this ball is going to get flung down towards midfield. Up for it and dropping it across. Niels will have to deal with the oncoming pressure thrown at him. Now it's Inverse. Was looking maybe for a pass, played it too close to the defense. Now drop down for Aquasteer and an authoritative punch down right into the net. He will score. Aquasteer stays with this one all the way through. He and Nano with the pinch. Down and into the net. It's 3-1 Cuse. As Syracuse continue to do great work here offensively, they are forcing Villanova awkward in just about any situation they've got the ball in this zone. Now the ball is going to get pushed forward now over to the corner where AJ can try to play. AJ towards net. It's a good shot. Better save by Nano. Rebound for Inverse is in the net. As the goal scoring now starting to pick up a little bit for Villanova. AJ had a great shot. It's a good save by Nano. The only problem, the rebound bounced right to Inverse and it's in the back of the net. 3-2. The Wildcats not quite ready to say it died just yet. Demo there. Aquasteer, massive flip. That ball actually flipped him more than the ball, it looked like. Another flip acquired here by Nano. Tried to stay with it, but his teammate reaches a helpful hand in. Cleared downfield. Here's a chance for Inverse to try and make something happen. It's midfield pass, but Nano with a good play to clear it into the Villanova half. Inverse right back to it. We've seen Inverse starting to pick things up. It's off the bar. Rebound. Open goal for LJ's. We're tied again. As Villanova yet again coming all the way downfield. They get the ball put all the way off the bar, and it's in the net. LJ's will score. 3-3. We are tied once more. AJ with the 50. The ball tried to be pushed forward. AJ got bumped. Aquasteer avoids contact, but there's the shot. Did not have enough mustard to beat the oncoming Syracuse defense, but Villanova has picked things up here in Game 4. Not quite as much running room and breathing room for Syracuse as they've had in previous games. Now the ball flung across. LJ's needs to get out of the way of AJ. Actually, it's a whifty there. AJ will put it mid, and it's a clear here for Nano. Chance to carry. He's got ball. Goes under the first man. No, he gets a touch. Rebounds there off the bar. And LJ's cleans up the rebound nicely over to AJ. Inverse and Niels up to the sky they go. Inverse gets the ball stolen. It's in front for Nano. No redirect. As now the ball sent downfield. AJ plays it into the territory of Aquasteer. Cleared right back. Boomer ball territory here for both teams. Now Aquasteer, room to work with. He's got boost. Probably trying to go for a flip. Didn't get it. Now Nano, shot towards goal. It's LJ's reaching up for a good save. Let's lock in. One of my favorite new quick chats in the game. Let's lock in. For Villanova, they definitely need to lock in here. They need a goal. They need at least one, and they've got to keep Syracuse out of their net. A task that they have been struggling to do thus far in this series. Now it will be pushed downfield by Niels. Oh, it's an open goal. Look out! As Inverse had to jump across and make that save. Supposedly, What is supposedly? Am I missing something? I don't know. We're focused here as Villanova continue to try and mount a comeback in game number 4. The last game of the series is always the hardest to close a team out in. Either that or the team that you're playing just seems to fall apart. There is no in between. And for Syracuse, they've met a much sturdier challenge here in game number 4. It'll get cleared by Villanova. Final seconds. Ah, he said it in game chat. I understand now. I did not catch that. I was focused, I guess, too much on the game. Overtime we go. And we will get ready to see who is ready for the game winner. Is it Syracuse right here, right now? Is up to this one. All the way across. It does get denied and sent across midfield. Dangerous shot. It's a rebound. It's an open goal for Nano, and that'll do it. As the series comes to a close, the final strike here for Nano into the open net, and Syracuse will win 4-0 the sweep as the Orange move on into the round of 32, dispatching the Wildcats in 4. You had 4-1 on the bracket challenge. Well, unfortunately, my good sir, Villanova was 1 goal short of achieving that, as the defense did fall apart for Villanova one more time. Syracuse, in terms of transition, they looked absolutely brilliant. Able to pick apart Villanova in the transition game. They really gave issues and problems for them. And for the Wildcats, you know, they started to wake up there. They were getting their feet wet in the series, I think just a little too late. Those first 2 games were way too handily in Syracuse's favor for the Wildcats to have a chance. So that's how we end our second stream of the day. Second series, that is. But we'll get the replays queued up for this one, as the Orange handle business. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and start getting some stuff set up for our next series. You're welcome for the cast, Sejka. I appreciate it. Well, if you hang around for the 10 p.m. game, you'll see UCLA versus South Dakota. So if you want to stick around for a little bit, we've got more Rocket League coming your way in just about 13 minutes, actually. So, but I'm going to set up the next series before we transition over into the replays. I'm going to set up the screen. All right. Should be just about ready to go. And yeah, the next series is pretty much ready to start at any point. So, without any more delay, if you guys missed any part of that series we just witnessed, feel free to stick around, watch the replays, and enjoy, because we are going to check those out here on the CCS Championship for Season 8. Make sure to stay right with us, because we got 3 more series after this, and for now, enjoy what was a Syracuse victory 4-0 over the Wildcats. The Orange are still dancing.
Yo, I'm a lazy motherfucker, that's what everyone sees. Ain't it funny how